Eighth grade, module 4, lesson 11. These are going to be the exercises that I asked you to do in class, or I should say we did example 1 and 2 in class, and I'm going to do exercise 1 and 2 quickly here, and then you're to complete the rest of the lesson, okay? All right, Juan types at a constant rate. He can type a full page of text in 3.5 minutes. We want to know how many pages P Juan can type after T minutes, okay? So we'll do, let's see, how much he types, right? Compared to the time that it takes him, okay? And we'll talk about that in minutes. All right, so in this case, we know he can do 3.5 pages, okay? Let's see, he can type a full page. Oh, and that's, oh no, that's not right. I'm setting that up wrong. 3.5 minutes. So it's one page in 3 and I'm going to put 0.5 because that's half is 3.5. One page in 3.5 minutes, okay? And they want to know P pages in T minutes. So we can say this is equal to P pages over T minutes, okay? And we want to know how many, we want to set this up as an equation, okay, to solve for P. So I'm going to cross multiply with T, so I've got 1 over 3.5, and I'm going to multiply it by T, and that's going to give me what P is, okay? I kind of also knew that this was, because this P is what we're trying to figure out here, right? We're going to change the time, and we're going to figure out how many pages that is. All right, so they give us the minutes, so we just have to type this in, calculate out. So 1 over 3.5, okay, times 0, okay, is going to give me P. I got 1 over 3.5 times 5 is equal to P. 1 over 3.5 times 10 is equal to P. 1 over 3.5 times 15 is equal to P, and 1 over 3.5 times 20 is going to be equal to P. Right, so you're going to want to make sure that you have a calculator for these, okay? And so when you do, I'll do the first couple, and then I'm just going to plug in the answers here. So like the first one is just going to be 0, right? So this is going to be 0 pages, right? And if he hasn't typed if he hasn't been typing at all, he's not going to have any pages. Okay, so that one is pretty self-explanatory. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I want this. All right, so then we'll do this one, okay? So I'm going to do 1 divided by 3.5 equals, and then I'm going to multiply that times 5, and I get about 1.43 pages. So we'll say that's about 1.43, just rounding it, okay? And then the next one we'll do, why do we keep doing that? Let's do this. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing again. All right, so we're going to 1 divided by 3.5 times 10. And that gives me 2.86, right? 2 point rounding. Okay, and I'll just finish this off. Let's do 1 divided by 3.5. We'll hit equals, and then we're going to multiply this by 15, and we get 4.29 pages, okay? And then we'll do the last one here, and we get 1 divided by 3.5 equals, and then we'll multiply that times 20, and we'll get 5.71 there, okay? And that seems right, because this in 20 minutes he should do about double what he does in 10 minutes, okay? And this is about double there. Okay, so next, what are we going to do? Let's graph the data on the coordinate plane, okay? So we had 0, 0, so that's going to work there, okay, right? I'm sorry, and time, right? In 0 minutes, he did 0 pages, okay? And then we said in 5 minutes, he did about 1.4, so that's going to go a little bit, like right about there, okay? And then in 10 minutes, he did almost 3, so I'm going to put it right about here. Okay, and then in 15 minutes it was a little bit more than 4, not quite 4.5, so about there. And then in 20 minutes it was, let's see, 5, about up there, about 5.7. Okay, and then let's go ahead and let's try drawing a line here and see what happens. And so like if I draw a line here, yeah, look at that. Pretty much is a straight line, just keeps going. right? So how long do we think it would take Juan to type a 5-page paper, right? So if we look at this, let's see, can I move this one up? Yeah, let's move that there. Okay, so we know that it's 1 over 3.5 pages, right? So this is one page in 3.5 minutes, okay? Well, then what we want to do is we want to say, okay, well, how much is 5 pages? How long is that going to take him? Is that what it says? How long? So we'll call that t minutes, right? So we can do here is we can just cross multiply again. So we can say t times 1 is going to be equal to 5 times 3.5. And then I'm just going to get t is equal to, well, 5 times 3.5 is, well, let's do this, 5 times 3.5 is 17.5. So it should take about 17.5 minutes. Now let's make sure that this actually works, right? 5 pages. So if we go up to here to 5 pages and I run this across and I look to see where does it cross on my graph and I say, ooh, look, it's right there. Doesn't that look like it's at about 17.5 minutes? Hey, look at that. Cool. All right, another one. Number 2, Emily paints at a constant rate. She can paint 32 square feet in 5 minutes. What area in square feet can she plant in t minutes, right? So we know we're doing square feet, right? Square feet compared to minutes. All right, so what we're really doing is we're doing area compared to the time. And we know that that's going to be equal to 32 square feet in each 5 minutes, right? And this can be helpful in painting. A lot of students do painting, right? It's pretty low skill level thing to have to do. I mean, you learn how to do it, but you don't need a lot of training in order to do painting. So it's something that I know a lot of college kids do, and even some high school kids do over the summer in order to make some extra cash. And this might be helpful. How much can I paint in a given amount of time, right? So let's see, write a linear equation in 2 variables that represents the number of square feet Emily can paint in any given time interval. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to set this, we want to find the area here. Okay, well, we already have this part here. Okay, we've got a over t is equal to this, so we'll just multiply out by t. And so the area here is going to be equal to 32 over 5 multiplied by t. Okay, and we could even turn 32, like if we do 32 feet, right, every 5 minutes, well, we can turn that into a unit rate. Let's find out. I think that's going to work out okay. 32 divided by 5. So she can do about 6.4 square feet every minute. Oh, excuse me. All right, so another way we could do it also is the area is going to be equal to 6.4, okay, multiplied by the time. So you can use either one, whichever one you want. I know which one looks easier to me. So I'm just going to use this one. So we know that the equation is 6.4 multiplied by t. Okay, so then we can just do this. Okay, so we just 6.4 times 0 is equal to a, and then 6.4 times 1 is equal to a, and then 6.4 times 2 is equal to a, and 6.4 times 3 is equal to a, and 6.4 times 4 is equal to the area. Okay, so then we can just go ahead and put these in, and that's going to be 0, and we're going to get 6.4, and then we're going to get 12.8 when you multiply it out, and you're going to get 19.2, and then you're going to get 25.6. Okay, there you have it. So let's go ahead and let's graph this. Okay, so we had in 0 after 0 time, right, we had 0 square feet, and 1 we had 6.4, so that's 7, so it'll be about there. And then after 2 minutes it was 12.8, which is almost 13, not quite, so about there. And then after 3 minutes it's 19.2, so a little over 19 is halfway there. Okay, and then finally 4 minutes is going to be 25.6, so that's a little bit less than that. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just draw a line here and see how this works. Okay, and this should look a lot like those proportional relationships we graphed last year, if that sounds familiar. Hey, look at that. Pretty nice looking line. Okay, and then finally they want to see how many square feet can Emily paint in 2.5 minutes. Okay, well let's just look here. 2.5 minutes should get me to about 16, right? About 16 square feet. So let's try it. So we knew that the area was equal to 6.4 multiplied by the time, right? So this time now we know the number of times. So let's do the area is equal to 6.4 times 2.5. All right, so let's see, 6.4 times 2.5 equals, hey, 16 square feet. Okay, hopefully that helped. Finish the rest of the exercises and problem set, please, and I'll see you on Monday.